Yeah. Please tell me that I can't, that I won't, that I fail, that I'll never make it out, yeah. Please tell me all the bad, never good, fill my head full of every single doubt, yeah. Please say any negative thoughts, I pop off when I hear people say I cannot. I get off to the thought of proving everyone wrong, I won't stop to the top, so you better back off and get lost. I'ma stay loud, stay proud, never running out, never heading south. I'll be spreading out, call it word of mouth, can't put me down, I'll be getting loud. You can have your doubts, not what I'm about, have your cloud, it be raining now. I keep making sound, go another round, I'm legend bound, can't stop me now.
You don't wanna fuck with me, a slow burn like a disease. Just tell me that I can and I'll show you things that you couldn't believe. Just tell me that I can. Just tell me that I can.
Welcome back to another episode of Rob Sports Center. Man, as you can see, the topic of conversation for this particular video is the Kansas City Chiefs. So Kansas City have made, I was going to say one of the biggest moves going into the year of, can it possibly be a dynasty with releasing Kadarius Toney? But I would say that, you know, them getting Xavier Worthy, that was a good addition in terms of speed, them making the acquisition of Hollywood Brown. So this is my honest take about the Kadarius Toney situation. So I've watched Kadarius Toney from when he was in college because my uncle is a Florida fan. So I checked him out in college and I checked him out in the NFL and his stint what he did with New York and obviously with Kansas. But the thing that I realize about the Chiefs is that the Chiefs kind of have that thing going to where it's a scheme. So you can take players and maneuver them around, bring some in, move some out, bring some new ones in, move some out, and bring in some new ones. So like kind of like the New England thing over all those years, you know, so it's not about individual names. So for Kansas City, like you look at them, they have success outside of the big name receivers. Obviously, for the longest throughout the Mahomes era, you had Tyreek Hill. Now you got 2 years without Tyreek Hill, and look at Patrick Mahomes is still giving you Patrick Mahomes results. Now, that explosive down the field threat, they don't temporarily have like they had with him, but they're hoping to acquire that back with the Xavier Worthy situation. But I don't disagree with it. I mean, when you look at Kadarius Toney, like, you know, I know last season, I think he had a season that kind of was riddled through injuries. I remember week 1, him and a couple other receivers were dropping a lot of passes. And I would say that those passes dropped led to the Chiefs losing to the Lions. I think that the Lions just played a better game of football and they just executed a little bit more than the Chiefs did. But, you know, I don't think that this is no move to where Chiefs fans should be like, oh, man, we're not going back, or Kadarius Toney wasn't that important. You know, he's a good football player, but to me, I wasn't too fond of him because it looks like, and don't get me wrong, now he had his play in the Super Bowl where he almost ran a punt return back for a touchdown, so he did contribute. I'm not going to say that he was useless, but for me, it's his style of play. You know what I mean? It's like he dances too much, but he doesn't cover any ground, if that makes sense. It's almost like, you know, you just standing in one place and doing a lot of moving, but you're not covering ground with it. But I think, man, with the Hollywood Brown acquisition, obviously, though he's hurt right now, but I think that that's the easy replacement. Now, Xavier Worthy, he still has a lot more to prove to me, but I've seen what Hollywood Brown can do in the NFL on that next level stage. So, you know, I have a lot more confidence in him at the moment than I do with Xavier Worthy. But I don't think that this hurts Kansas City. Like I always tell people, man, as long as Kansas City has Mahomes at quarterback and Andy Reid at head coach, I think that they're going to figure out how to make things work. Like I tell people, man, like you just look at this, look at the team from when Mahomes first took over as a starter. And like I said, when you had Tyreek Hill, you had a lot of the explosive plays downfield. But when teams started to prepare and started to scheme to take that away, guess what? They had to reinvent themselves. And that year, they struggled. And everybody would say, oh, it's over with. They done figured them out. And guess what? They still ended up in the Super Bowl. So it's like they're going to make the adjustments. When it comes to that team, it's almost like I say, not trying to compare them, but it's almost like the Brady and Belichick situation, man. Regardless of what pieces are moved around, as long as that quarterback and that coach isn't going anywhere, I don't see anything. I don't see no change in the culture there. I think that the culture is still the culture of Kansas City. That decision right there isn't really a deciding factor on whether the Chiefs are going to three-peat. I think the main thing is Mahomes, Andy Reid, and Steve Spagnuolo, and making sure that defense is still up to par like how they was last season, just to potentially take up for slack that Mahomes may have early on with the offense and stuff like that. But that is it for this video, man. I just wanted to kind of get my take on that. If you're a Kansas City fan, let me know what you think about it. But if you're a football fan, period, let me know what you think about that move as well, man. Like I said, my goal is to bring some of the best sports analyticism to YouTube, and not just YouTube, to the world eventually. But we're going to start small. We're going to start here first. So, you know, I want to try to come in and talk to you guys with mostly facts, not opinions. You know what I mean? But that is it for this video, man. If you did enjoy this video, do me a big favor, man. Smash that thumbs up button. Also, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. And when you subscribe, click that post notification bell where you be notified on all things Raw Sports Center, man. Because as you can see, I got these videos coming back to back, and y'all don't want to miss, man. Stay tuned. I'll see y'all in this video. I'm out this thing. Peace.